Hi everyone, my name is Brother Oyos and welcome to my channel. I'm your real estate agent in Southern California with eXp Realty, and today I'm gonna tell you guys about how I was able to achieve an 800 plus credit score. So if you're looking to improve your credit, here you go. This is a video for you. Now, I don't mean to brag. It doesn't really mean anything for me to have an 800 plus credit score. I recently got it a couple months ago. I reached the 800 mark. I'm just happy about it. I'm not like, yay, it doesn't really make a difference. As long as you have, I think it's 750 plus of a credit score, you're able to qualify for the best rate. So if you're above that number, then it really doesn't mean anything. I know, like, I feel like the benchmark or like the top is 850, and a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I want an 850 credit score, but it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't do anything for you. It's just like bragging points. But I happened to reach it organically, so I'm just gonna show you guys how I did that. So the first thing that I wanted to tell you is you need to make sure that you pay all of your bills on time and in full. And that is very important because you want to show the lenders and all the banks that you are good with money, that you know your finances and you're able to pay all your bills on time, because past record is an indication of future record. So what that means is that if you've been able to pay all your bills on time in the past, chances are high in the lender's eye that you'll be able to continue paying your bills on time in the future to come. So very important, pay it on time and pay it in full. If you need to pay the minimum balance, go ahead and do it, but try not to make it a habit. Just if it's of like utmost necessity, then go ahead and do that. I know these are difficult times, but again, try to pay it in full every time. And if you cannot pay it in full, try not to use a credit card. That just means that you simply cannot afford when you want to buy, and it's fine. But before we move forward with our next strategy, I want to give you guys the tip of the video. And remember, now this is going to be a weekly section that I add to every video, and it's just a very quick little thing that I think would help you guys. So for today's tip of the video is to make sure that you check your annual reports. By federal law, you are allowed to check your credit report from each of the credit bureaus for free once a year. So for that, you have to visit annualcreditreport.com, and in there it's very secure. It's a government website, so you should be pretty good. And then you can check your report for Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. So that is the tip of the video. The second thing that I do every month is that I make sure that my credit utilization rate is low. I try to keep it under 30% because that is what banks like to see, but ideally I try to keep it under 10%. So what that means is that if you don't know what credit utilization is, it's very simple. You just add your statements for a month, and then you divide that by your total credit from all your credit cards. So an example would be that you spend, I don't know, say $100 across all your credit cards and all your debt, right? $100, and then between all those credit cards that you have a total credit of 1,000. So if you divide 100 by 1,000, then you get 10%. So that 10%, it will be your credit utilization rate. So that's what you want to keep under 30% ideally. My trick to do this is really simple. I just go on my bank accounts and I pay it off before the statement closes. So for this, you have to go into each of your credit cards and check when your statement closes, meaning when do they issue your statement, because the statement closes one day and then they issue the statement the very next day. If I know that my statement closes on the 1st, I'm going to pay off the balance like a week before or a few days before, and make sure not to use that credit card until the statement closes, so that I know that my balance is only gonna be like $100. So I do that for all my credit cards, and that actually brings me to my third point, which is just get the credit cards that you know you will be able to handle. Because if you get 4 or 5 credit cards and then you forget to pay them off, or you forget to put a little bit of balance on them every month, then and they go unused, then that's a signal to the bank that you either not using your credit card so that you don't need it. But actually not carrying a balance can also harm you. So just use credit cards that you know you'll be using, and if you're not using a credit card, just make sure to like put a little bit of balance in them. So what I do, my trick is, say there's one card that I have that I do not use as much anymore, and what I do is I have like Netflix, I think, and then I make sure that it gets paid off automatically. So that way it's kind of like set it and forget it type of thing. I check it once a month just to make sure that things are looking good, and then I focus all my attention on the credit card that I actually use. So if you have more than one or more than 3 credit cards and you feel like you need to cancel them, do not. Or definitely consult with a financial advisor about how to cancel that credit card, because canceling a credit card can also harm you. Now, I've never had to cancel a credit card because in my entire life I've only had 2. One I had right after I finished college and right before I started my full-time job. And then the second credit card I actually got last year during the pandemic, because I felt like I was, I had a good grasp on the credit card that I was using before, and I wanted to like get something else. Because I also knew that my business was gonna be starting up. So I just wanted to like separate those two, like personal and then business. So before we wrap up today's video, I wanted to give you guys a market update, because as you know, now there's gonna be a new section as well that I'll be introducing to every video. So for today's market update, I wanted to let you know that interest rates have been going up slightly since last year. And which that means is that if you're a buyer in the market, that reduces your purchase power. So last year, like, interest rates were at its lowest, and they were going for 2.72% for a 30-year fix, which is so low, like ridiculous. So that's why we had a lot of buyers right now. But as of March 23rd, now those interest rates have gone up to 3.27. So it may not seem like a lot, but if you compound that over 30 years, then that is a significant reduction. If you're in the market, make sure that you have a good agent that is working with you or be able to get you a home, as soon as possible, because we want you to take advantage of all those low interest rates. So if you're in the market, if you want to look for a house while interest rates are low, don't forget to let me know, or let an agent know that you trust to help you get started. So that is a wrap up for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget that I am not a financial advisor by any means. I can connect you to the financial advisor that I work with if you want, like professional advice on how to go about doing these things. But other than that, I'm just a real estate agent sharing my experience with everyone out here. So thank you again for taking some time to watch my video today. Don't forget to give it a like, comment and subscribe, and also turn on the notifications so that you don't miss any video. And I'll see you guys next week on Tuesday with a new real estate related video. Bye now.